Hello Stampers, this is Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining me for this video today. I have a brand new stamp set and a brand new embossing folder that I'm using. I love this card because of the message on the front, and I fell in love with this stamp set immediately. Let's get started and I'll show you how easy it is to whip one of these up. I'm going to bring in my cardstock layers here. I've got a piece of Whisper White that is 3/4 by 4 inches long, another piece of Whisper White at 4 by 5 1/4, a 1/2 inch piece of our Share What You Love Designer Series paper. This is the green background with the pretty flowers on the back, and then this peachy color with the words. I've got our new Grapefruit Grove, that's 4 by 5 1/4. A card base that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And by the way, you'll find all of these dimensions on my blog. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll find the link right under the video in the details. And then I've got one of our pearlized doilies, and I hope that you can see just how beautiful these are. They have a pearl-like opalescent sheen to them on one side. The other side is completely white, which is great for what we're going to do today. Okay, I'm going to get my card folded in half here and burnish my edge. And then I'm going to bring in this brand new embossing folder. This is called Tufting. It's one of our dynamic folders, which means it leaves like a 3D impression, which is really, really deep. To use these particular embossing folders, you're going to open up one tab or take the top plate off of your Big Shot platform. You're going to place it right on the platform and only use one cutting plate when you run these through. Because they're so thick, they don't require any more than that. And look at that beautifulness. I just love this. I think it's so very elegant. All right, now we're going to do just a little bit of stamping. Oops, I forgot. We need a scrap of white cardstock too. Sorry about that. Completely forgot about that. I'm going to bring in my piercing mat. This is always a good mat to be stamping on with any of our stamps, but especially large photopolymer, which is the clear rubber. This is the gorgeous stamp set. This was at the very top of my list from the new catalog. This is one of our distinctive images. Both of these are, so that means it's got just incredible depth that almost looks real life. And then of course, I love the fonts in here, and I needed a really good Get Well stamp set. So Healing Hugs at the top of my list. You're gonna see a lot more from me using this stamp set. I am going to use Grapefruit Grove ink and stamp my flower on the scrap. And I hope you can see just how amazingly beautiful this is. I absolutely love these distinctive stamps. Remember during Celebration we had, whoops, I still need this. During Celebration we had the Heartfelt Blooms, which was a gorgeous like bouquet of flowers that looked real like that. I'm going to bring in my 2 1/4 inch punch. You can use your layering circles, of course, to die cut this, but golly, I really love punches for their ease, right? You can just grab it, punch, boom. I wish we had more punches. They are my favorite. I'm going to bring in a scrap of paper here, and we're going to do a little sponging. Sponging isn't, remember when sponging was so popular that we like sponged the edges of everything and that was the coolest thing ever? Well, that's gone by, you know, the wayside, as so many things do. You know, it's not trending anymore, so we don't sponge very often. But I am just sponging the flat side of this pearlized doily, and you can make these any color you want. And I'm kind of using a from the middle out motion here because I don't want to scrunch up my doily, right? I thought this worked the best. Hello? I just want to make sure I've got kind of uniform color here because I see I've got some dark spots and some lighter spots. But this is just a super easy way to make your doily any color you need it to be. Then I just took some liquid glue and added it to the back of my flower. And I'm going to center that here in the middle. And this 2 1/4 inch circle punch is just the perfect size to go right in the middle of the doily. I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. And remember, I've got some liquid glue that's kind of coming through the doily. So I'm just going to leave this sit here for a minute until I'm ready to put it on my card. And those, it won't hurt anything because the dimensionals are going to keep it from sticking to my card. Alrighty. I always like to use liquid glue versus a tape runner or snail adhesive to put my embossed layers on my card fronts, because sometimes the tape runners, they don't stick that good, but the liquid glue never coming apart. And then I've got this little strip of designer series paper as my accent here. I'm going to put that about, I don't know, 1.5 inches from the bottom of my card front. And I see I should have done this before I glued my embossed layer down because it's sticking over the side here. This is not the best way to trim this. Oh, but I did okay. Averted a major disaster. All right, here's my little greeting layer now. I'm gonna get that ready. And I've got this beautiful font. Now I'm gonna stamp this close. Whoops, I just touched it a little bit, made a mess. I'm gonna stamp this kind of close to the right side. There we go. That turned out great. And then I'm gonna do a very shallow little banner end. And sometimes we don't need a big banner end, we need a shallow one. And that's, I like that look for this card. Then I'm gonna set this right down here. And we're gonna get that glued in place. Now this is gonna stick way under our doily, and that's exactly what I want it to do. I'm gonna close that ink pad up before I make a mistake and drop something in it. You guys know me well, I'm good at that. And here comes our beautiful, beautiful flower. And I'm just gonna kind of center that over my banners. And then, oh, we have this delicious metallic ribbon. Whoops, I'm sorry. This is our silver and pink baker's twine. I have it in the wrong bag. It says metallic ribbon. That shouldn't be in there. Here it is. Silver and pink. Silver and petal pink baker's twine. And isn't this just so pretty? I'm just gonna, you can just tie a bow, or if you happen to have one of these bow jigs, you can use that. I always use my bow jig because I love it. My friend that makes these is in the process of moving right now, so she's not taking any orders right at the moment. But if you want to contact me in about a month, we can get you hooked up with one of these. They are my go-to for all bows. All things bowy for my... I go to my bow jig. And a mini glue dot is, whoops, that's stuck to my hand. I've probably got some rough fingers going on or something. Ooh, this is a brand new box. Yay. I'm actually making this card for a swap that I am sending off to Florida next week. And I'm actually going to Florida next week, but no, I'm not going to deliver the swap. So I've got 16 of these rocking. And I'll be getting 16 beautiful cards back. One of the fabulous benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is participating in these card swaps with some amazingly talented demonstrators. So I'll be able to share with you what I get back too. So I'm going to take this flower, and you guys know I like to decorate the insides of my cards just a little bit, sometimes a lot, but this is just that little extra so that you can still write your note in there. Whoops, did you see me? I just stuck my whole finger in there, and I almost laid my card down with the glue on it. And maybe I should quit while I'm ahead. No, I'm not going to quit. I am not a quitter. All right, that's what I say about donuts too. So you're trying to diet. I am not a quitter. I will not quit eating donuts. Okay. Okay. Whoops. What's going on here? My tape came undone. I better put another piece on there. There we go. Okay, here's our card. What do you think? This was quick and easy. I love to make up a bunch of these types of cards to have on hand so that when somebody is sick or they have surgery, this is a great greeting for surgery too, because sending you healing vibes. We've also got wishing you a quick and complete recovery. If hugs and kisses could cure you, be immune to everything, feel better soon. And this beautiful, beautiful get well soon, as well as some other elements in this set. But I always like to have like 10 of these made up at a time so that when I'm on social media and I see somebody just had surgery or somebody got in a little car accident or whatever the case may be, I can get this in the mail right away. And speaking of mail, hello, let's get that envelope stamped up too. And look at, oh, gorgeous. This is just so beautiful. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to order any of the products that I've used here for my card or any other products from Stampin' Up, you can click right up here in the top right corner. That'll take you right to my blog where you will find an online ordering button in the right-hand column. Make sure you use the hostess code if your order's under $150. You will get special perks from me. If you have an order over $150, you'll get special perks from me and from Stampin' Up. So don't use that code in that case. Click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything I have coming up. And I will be live Sunday night on Facebook for a fabulous free stamping class where I give away prizes to those people who are watching and who share my video and who place orders. So I hope you can join me for that. You'll find my Facebook page at a stamp above - your creative coach. So just go to Facebook and do a little, type that in the little search engine. You'll find me. I hope you can join me Sunday night. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot of giggling and some shenanigans that go on during my Facebook Lives. I think you'll enjoy it. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.